Nested loops. So what are nested loops? Well, nested loops can be like a story within a story within a story in some way. And it's taking someone from one place where they are, or a state they are, to a state you'd like them to be in a conversational way. Now, when I first heard about nested loops, I thought to myself, these are really difficult. I don't understand what this is all about. How can I get from one state to another state to another state within a story? How on earth could I do that? And then as I thought about it a little more, I began to get a little bit curious. I got curious how you could think about a story and move from one emotional state to another emotional state. How could I really do something like that? And as I got more curious, I got really interested. And as I got really interested in that, I was thinking about stories and what I could do. And I said to myself, I could really do this. I could do these nested loops if I really wanted to. Now, what have I just done there? What I've done is given you an experience of what a nested loop is. I started off from a place of feeling I couldn't do something. I just could not do it. And then I moved on to a place of, or a state, emotional state of curiosity. And as I got more curious, I moved on to a state of being interested and where I could achieve this outcome. So this is how we use nested loops when we're working with someone. And this is my visual drawing of what nested loops are. So we start off at the beginning of the story. Oh, it's too hard. And then as I move on through the story, I get curious. So here's a story within a story within a story, and I get interested and it becomes easier. So now, if we're working with someone in some way, and they come in and they feel a little down in some way, so we can talk about, there was a time when I felt down and blah 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 because I felt down because all these things were happening in my life. And then I thought, yeah, it's a nice day out there today, perhaps I could go out and do something out there. I said, yeah, I really could go out and do it. It really makes me feel good looking out at that day. So here we are, we can move from one state to another state to another state. And it's just about being creative in some way and being more aware of what the client or person is telling you. So you can do this with your friends if they feel a little down or in some way they're very negative. Sometimes you can be around people who can be very negative, and sometimes you just need to gently move them in another direction. And that makes such a difference to your experience, because all of a sudden your friends aren't so negative and you can both have a more positive experience. So that's what nested loops are. So the next demonstration I'm going to give you is called the circle of excellence. So I'll be back in a few moments with the circle of excellence, and I'll see you then.